Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back after a nice 2 week break. Hopefully, everybody came back with all their fingers and toes, arms and legs of the 4th of July. Hope you guys had fun celebrating that holiday. But we're back here live racing the Relentless Racing Truck League Series presented by Simrap Market. They got 4 races left to their playoff start. Tonight, we are here at Kentucky. Kentucky, if you ask me, it's Texas just swapped. Very high speed, little off throttle time, turn 1 and 2. Hard braking going into turn 3 and really slow get back into that throttle. I got Jacob Treat back in the booth with me tonight. What's going on, Jacob?
Not much. How are you doing, Isaac?
Kind of sad the last weekend's over. It felt nice having 4 days off of work.
Yeah, that's a little bit of everybody, man. I'll tell you what.
Bradley, wish me luck. Bradley, I want to. Is that Price? Bradley sends it.
Is that Brady? I don't think that's Brady.
That's what I think of Price. Do we have a Bradley in the field?
Let me.
Bradley Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, I think that's Bradley Brandon. But yeah, these guys got 4 races left to get themselves locked into the playoffs with a win. Once again, the way Truck Series and ARCA Series works, top 8 in points and any race winners if they met the minimum amount of starts. But I mean, right now, all but 2 in the top 8 have wins, and that gap to 8 is 11 points, and that's Alan Grindle and Gordon Spain. So, other than Poland and Ibarra getting wins, everybody else have the wins in the top 8. But we do got the All-Star race here tomorrow night. We'll be racing next gens here with the Open. I think... What time does that start? Do you know?
The Open is at 8 p.m. EST, and the actual main event is at 9 p.m. The Open will be a 30-lap race with stages at lap 10 and 20. The top 3 drivers from the end of the race will advance to the main feature, I believe, as well as the stage winners. If you win a stage, you will no longer be eligible to race, I think. Don't quote me.
If you do what? Yeah, if you win a stage, you'll have to park it on pit lane and leave the race. And then so the 2 stage winners and I think the top 3 finishers will advance.
Correct.
I just don't know. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I tend to do really good at Texas, and this kind of drives like Texas, so...
I know for eligible to get a straight shot to the All-Star race.
You're good. Yeah. This week's commented.
Wow. But to be eligible to get a straight shot to the All-Star race, meaning you don't have to do the Open. For Cup, you have to be in the top 16 in Cup points or a race winner. For all the lower series, Xfinity trucks and ARCA, you have to be top 5 in points or be a race winner. Everybody else will have to compete in the All-Star Open.
Yeah, the All-Star Open feels going to be stacked.
I know at least 8 North-South drivers are going to be in there.
What, the Open or the race?
Open.
Jesus. Kevin Steiner, he ran that high line in 3 and 4 to get a run there on his qual lap. Oh, that's his first lap. He wants to get a run here on his second lap. Currently, Chris Melton with that pole position, 30.55.
Ooh, Scott Stewart with 34.54. And if I'm not wrong, he was Homestead.
Oh, this time getting into the wall, coming off of turn 4. I don't think he did, but he had one hell of a moment there. That's definitely going to slow him down. He does not improve his time. And wow, did he get sideways off of 4.
He hit the wall. His second lap did not count, unfortunately. BD. Oh, at new pole sitter, Adam Chapman with a 30.323.
I got Joe Ibarra out here. I think he's on his first lap. Yeah, Joe Ibarra out here on his first lap. Taking a kind of shallow exit out of turn 4. Interesting strategy. Put some P5 for the time being. And I think that will be his qual lap, but he's starting to crawl to a stop. We go along with Mr. Chicken Man, Joey Burchett. I think Joey Burchett is our current points leader, if I'm not mistaken. He is 21 points above Michael Ball.
I don't know. Who's your pick for tonight, Isaac?
Burchett.
Burchett?
Chicken Man's fast every week. It's almost like he knows KFC closes at a certain time. He wants to get done early and go to KFC, get him some fresh chicken from there. He runs out during the race. I think that's what he told me.
I'm going to go with Scott Stewart. He's the Homestead winner, and he has proven that he's fast on these 1.5 miles.
Yeah, but with the aerodynamic change on these trucks, 1.5 miles are a little bit different now. It's not your typical, I can hold it wide open for 20 laps and then tires start wearing. These things actually start getting a little bit squirrely on a couple lap old tires.
Especially if you get squirrely, if your tires are cold coming around the first lap. It'll be interesting to see how many people, take it easy.
But Chicken Man ran a really slow first lap, a second off the pace, setting up for his quick time here. Joey Burchett will go P3. Kevin Biggs, he just completed his second lap. He's currently P8. What's going on, Miss Weeks? Good evening. Did you stay hydrated Saturday, Miss Weeks? Because I'm so glad I was not working Saturday. I heard it was hot. Riley broke a record, apparently. I think we had a heat index of 117 degrees Saturday. I know Friday I was baking. I'm like, I'm so glad I took Saturday off.
And I believe that completes everybody that is going to be competing for points.
I didn't even realize how hot it was because I had my kiddos, and I actually had heat exhaustion Friday, so I was just kind of recovering from that, just chilling in the house, getting rehydrated, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and WRL had popped up talking about how we broke a record, and I'm like, really? I could have swore it's gotten hotter than 107 degrees around here, but I guess not. I know Friday was hot. Oh my gosh, thank God I didn't work today. Maybe it's a good thing I did not work today. I think we're supposed to have thunderstorms rolling throughout the rest of the week. No, just Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Tomorrow's supposed to be cloudy, which is a plus. Alrighty, let's go over our official starting lineup here tonight. Getting that pole position, Adam Chapman with a 30.32. Outside of him would be Justin May. Row 2, you got Chicken Man, Joey Burchett, and Bradley Brandon. Row 3, Pretty Chestnut, Tom Wizza. Row 4, Scott Stewart and Kevin Biggs. Joe Ibarra, Alan Grindle, be row 5. Row 6, you got Chris Melton and David Farney. Chris Melton, one of those guys, just below that line for 8th place in points. Gary Sack, Gordon Spain, row 7. Row 8, Mark Morissette and Brady Price. Row 9, Jeff Pete, William Cameron, Todd Chase and Sam Leota, row 10. Adam Dahl, Kevin Stein, row 11. Darren Cannon, Roy Grande Jr. That's kind of a slow lap there for Roy. I think he might have messed up his second lap. He's only back here in 23rd. Usually I've seen him near the top 10, top 5. Admin. So next two row the admins who, if they are starting, they'll be going to the back. Pete Dillon and Andrew B. Jones, row 15. And then Mike Simone making an appearance here at Kentucky. Must be nice to get extra practice laps.
Van Gore's here as well.
Well, I'm saying it must be nice to get extra practice laps. Yeah, it was Toasty and Fable too. I mean, you guys gotta remember, I work for FedEx, so I don't get a break from the heat.
You have AC?
No, that's why I said I had heat exhaustion Friday, and the only reason I knew I had heat exhaustion because I've had it before and I was in the military, and I knew as soon as I got off work and was chilling in my Jeep, and I way my body was feeling, I was like, I am so glad I'm not working Saturday because I have heat exhaustion. It was so bad, like I didn't even like. Usually I like to take a hot shower when I get home. No, my shower wasn't cold because if you do that, you're sending your body into shock. It was like cooler because I couldn't take the hot water in my body. I was already overheating. It was just crazy because I drank, I don't know, 120, 130 ounces of fluids a day between Gatorade and water, and I still had heat exhaustion. $80 laps for racing here. This is my first time broadcast trucks that went back to mile and a half racing. I think Joe got a good look at it a couple weeks ago. But Adam Chapman leads field to green. Justin on the outside row. Green flag is out. That is a long way to pace for the green flag. Wow. Fuel run tonight, I am predicting 30-ish laps, so more than likely a two-stop race here tonight. Be interested to see how these guys split it up. Do they run the tanks dry, or do they split it up equally into thirds? Tell me about every 25 laps or so. Early on, Joey Burchett getting that low line, that favorable line going into turn 3. Adam Chapman, though, is going to have the run here for corner exit. Can be able to easily stay ahead of Burchett to come across the start-finish line for lap 1. Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh, 3 wide in the middle. You got Brady, you got Farnan, and William Cameron. They're 3 wide going into 3. Oof.
Yeah, Farnan, one of our Exile drivers, the guys who are sponsoring all the league as a whole, he has not had the season he has wanted. He's had what I call the Kyle Busch luck, because that's what I've had this season in Xfinity. It's a real thing. Look it up. We're putting it in the dictionary. Kyle Busch luck. If there's a wreck, it's gonna happen in front of David.
I had one up there by Ibarra.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. They jumped out really quick from behind Ibarra. I thought they were about to hit him. I think that was the 7 or the 17 of Gordon Spain. Up front, though, Justin May has got back around Joey Burchett for that second place position. Oh, I thought Ibarra was about to hit the wall there for two.
You can already tell tires are starting to get a little hot, starting to warm up. You got people accidentally running the high side like they're driving it in too much, but you know them tires start turning to melted rubber after like 4 or 5 laps.
You know, and the funny thing is, I think a lot of the reason I seem to find a lot of success at Kentucky and Texas is because I really don't know how to enter the slower paced corners at the respective track. So I actually have a better long run speed because I'm not sure what to do. And so I'm not roasting my tires entering the corners. And that's a big thing here at a place like Kentucky, Texas, is you got to really manage some tire temps in the slower corners. So for here, Kentucky, it's turn 3 and 4.
Chase about lost it coming out of 4. He got into the side of, I think it might have been either Tony or Sam Leota.
Joey Burchett, in the meantime, able to get around. I think that's Mark Morset 3 wide, a little bit further back. Now they're just 2 wide. David Farn into his inside. William Cameron behind him. Let's take a look. Let's see if there's already a fall off here. We're on lap 7. Let's take a look at this. I'm kind of curious what fall off is now. Okay, so best time. Burchett's best time was a 30.5. Really, everyone was about 30.5, 30.6 range. Last time by, yeah, they're already 2-3 tenths slower, and we're only 7 laps. Oh, contact!
Whoa,
William Cameron!
Looks like you held on to it. We are still green.
What a save that was by the 48 machine. What happened there to the 48? Did he just get loose off the corner? Oh, maybe a little bit of net kill there. Does a phenomenal job collecting that truck. And I think the 50 of Pete is counting his days and like, thank God he did not hit me in that right rear or left rear quarter panel, because that would have sent him straight into the wall. But yeah, these guys are already at a 3/10 fall off. Not even 10 laps into the race.
Just waiting to see how these drivers handle it once their tires start to get worn about 20 to 30 laps in, and see where they go from there. That begs the question, if people do early stops or late stops, what's the battle between new tires and old tires going to look like?
Well, we're trying to get a little bit of gap between the top 3 and 4th. That 99 of Bradley Brandon kind of in his own little world back here. Doesn't have really any pressure behind him. Has about a half a second gap or so to 3rd. And then behind him, you got a line of trucks from 5th on back. Actually, about 6th on back. Scott Stewart, not Scott Stewart. Grindle has a decent gap over the 27 Scott Stewart. A little further back, you got Biggs, Payne, Gary Sack going at this for 9th. Ooh, Biggs cutting right in front of that bumper of Gary Sacks.
If I know anything about Gary, is I know he's had a rough past couple races, and I think he's to the point where I don't think he's going to give anybody room if they mess him dirty.
Yeah, there's a couple people league-wide throughout all the series have had that Kyle Busch luck. Speaking of, I feel so bad for Kyle Busch, man. Like, it's funny because I think his wife posted something about if a wreck's going to happen, it's going to happen in front of Kyle Busch at the, not Chicago, but the race before Chicago, at, where the heck were they 2 weeks ago?
Oh. Scott Stewart and somebody else get into it. I think that was 37. Alan Grindle.
Yeah, Pretty Chestnut starting to make his way through the field. He was running back there, I believe, in 8th or 9th. He's now making his way around the 37 to Grindle for 5th, or 6th, I should say. No, yeah, 5th. Here comes the 51 of Tom Wizza. Got a run. Decided not to take it going into turn 1. But in the meantime, Joey Burchett, he has caught the back bumper of Adam Chapman. Now looking to the inside going into turn 3. Adam Chapman,
Gary Sack drove it in too hard going into 3. He touches the wall.
Adam Chapman, though, he has that outside line. Can get a little bit of a runoff here. But Joey Burchett should be able to clear him if they come out of turn. No, he's going to come before they even get into turn 1. Great drive off turn 4 by the 31 machine. Going to leave the 90 and 86 side by side. Dead even going down the backstretch into turn 3. And these top 3, they've really broken away from the field. Justin May right in front of the bumper of Adam Chapman. Crossed over by the 86. Hard racing back here for second. That's really allowing that 31 of Joey Burchett to break away from these two. 4/10 is the gap back between first and second. And look at that cluster of trucks behind them. Mado finally able to prevail. Pretty Chestnut moved his way into fourth. Tom Wizza looking to get around the 99 of Bradley Brandon.
Scott Stewart's going to try his luck on the outside of the 51 to try and get around to get back into sixth. Oh, he's going to go on the outside of 99.
Yeah, but he's losing so much momentum. I think Stewart was there. Almost contact between Wizza and Stewart. I think Stewart was there on corner exit. It's just Brandon got a really good drive while Scott Stewart just tapping the wall. He's going to hit Brandon.
Low. 99 saves it. Jeff's in a little hard coming into 3.
Bradley starting to blink a little bit.
Scott Stewart back into 6th place.
Yeah, and,
sorry, 5th place.
And really the ideal way to pass on these type of tracks, like Kentucky and Texas, is you got to get a run off the slower corner. So, like if I'm Bradley, want to get around Tom, you got to set a run up off of turn 4 and get around him going into turn 1 and out of turn 2. Turn 3 and 4 is not really the ideal passing zone for this track.
Correct. Kevin Biggs into the wall.
I think here in about 5 laps, we might start seeing some drivers come down pit lane with a fresh set of tires.
Oh, 21 sideways in pit road.
Kevin Stein, one of those scheduled stop for him. Yeah, Stein was wanting to come to pit road, just lost it. What's the fall off now these guys are looking at? Wow. What's the best time? A 30.5. Almost 2 seconds of fall off.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, wow is right. 2 seconds is a lot.
I'm just watching this 5-way battle here for 8th place. This is going to be a wild one.
Yeah, those guys have been mixing up the last couple laps. I've been watching them. There have been a couple close calls. Bradley Brandon running inside the top 5. He's falling back here to just inside the top 10 as Melton, who is intense, is trying to work his way around him. But the thing, so here's the thing when it comes to tire strategy with the fall up being the way it is. You're thinking, oh, 2 seconds a lap, if I pit super early, I can get him. Not necessarily the case when you're losing 3/10 within 10 laps. Not only that, I think it was 7 laps. They're already losing 3/10. So I think short pitting will really be only ideal if you're 1, maybe 2 laps at max earlier than everybody else. I think anything more than that, you're just losing more time on the back end of a run. Joey Burchett, he has built up a lead, 0.8 of a second ahead of Justin May.
Sorry about that. I'm having technical difficulties.
And these two back here, they are still going at it for second. Oh, pretty into the wall coming off turn 2. It's Jacoby. It's Jacob. What?
Hey, Gib, what's going on, buddy? That's what they call me, is Jacoby.
Man, he spelled that, and I thought it was Jacoby Brissett. So the first thing that popped in my mind. No.
No.
Yeah, this battle for second. I suck. Get it right. That's a joke in another league. But these two battles for seconds really allowed this whole field to catch them. And here comes Kevin Stein on them fresh tires. All the way down their apron, just blowing past all these guys.
Kevin Stein's got 3 laps.
'17, Gordon Spain coming down pit lane. Probably haven't seen more takers. I know you can't go 40. I know that for sure. I think 30 to 32 probably the max. Interesting when everybody else starts coming down pit lane. We've had 2 takers so far, Gordon Spain and Kevin Stein.
The fuel run here
Looks like here comes Justin May. Is it
actually 50 laps?
not on 65% fuel?
11.2 gallons will get you 53 estimated laps per iRacing.
There's no shot. That's a full tank.
Got more cars coming down pit lane.
Yeah, May, Farnan, the 50 of Pete. See what Joey Burchett does here. Joey choosing to stay out. Here comes the 86. Our pole sitter of Adam Chapman coming down this time by. 13 coming in this time by. The 4 coming in. The 983 coming in. I think the 983 is Pointer. No, that's Van Gore.
'63 comes in this time and almost loses it in pit road.
Looks like Burchett setting up to come in this time by. Up here comes Chicken Man.
Pretty, and basically the rest of that secondary.
Oh, Pretty getting loose coming into pit lane, saving it, keeping it going. Everybody coming in except for Melton, Pointer. I think there's one more out there. Nope, just Melton and Pointer.
Brady's probably going to get a speeding penalty. Right at the line, he was at 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, but if you can give that back in a short time, you should be good. But I'll see, tires are down. Yeah, he's going. He's good. He's able to give it back in time.
Well, hot dang.
So Joey Burchett with our leader when all this started. Still got one guy out there. That is the 3 of Jones. 3 of Andrew
Melton
Jones.
Second, and then Pointer in third. Looks like Jones may be pitting in this time. He hit the low line. Yep, Jones is pitting in this time.
And Justin May, who pitted about 2 laps sooner than Burchett, he has caught him, and this is the battle for the lead once the pit cycle through.
It's unfortunate for Kevin Stein. He pitted just a little too early. He's still 2 laps down.
I think he got a penalty if he's 2 laps down. So Preety and Stewart will be battling out for 4th. They were running around each other when this pit cycle started.
Bradley Brandon, Roy Grande, and Joe Ibarra lurking around about About half a second back. Barra sends it to the inside of Grande. Grande, whatever. Roy.
It's Grande. You gotta roll that R.
Oh, good lord.
Grande.
Grande.
Isn't Grande a size of drinks from Starbucks? Like the large? It's not a Grande?
You know Grande just means big, right?
Wait. You mean to tell me the sizes of Starbucks are in Spanish?
Yeah, I think Venti is Italian, though.
Oh, okay. Well, because isn't Grande big in Spanish?
Yes. Why are we talking about Starbucks? We're in the middle of a race here.
Because, man, Grande, man, I was thinking about. You gotta remember, I grew up where that was where that company originated. So Grande, my head went back to childhood memories, drinking Starbucks all the time. Italian and Spanish are very similar. Really?
Oh, hey, Chad, what's up, buddy?
Ironically, Grande is not their large. No, what is? You mean to tell me I can get something bigger than a Grande at Starbucks when I order? No! I didn't know they had a bigger size than Grande at Starbucks.
Back into the race. Brady Price and David Farnan are battling for 17th place right now. They're off the bumper of each other. Ooh. Being a little aggressive coming lap 37. About halfway into the race here in a couple laps.
Grandes are small. Oh, yellow! Joe Ibarra having issues.
Joe Ibarra looks like he sent it a little too hard. No, Biggs tapped him coming out of 2.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch that though, Roy, Ibarra, you can see him go down and he just gets those tires just below that line on that apron and you see it upset the truck. You see him have to chase up a little bit of a bobble there by Joe Ibarra, and Kevin Biggs was not anticipating it and sends Ibarra around. Hard impact into that wall. Oh, and Gordon Spain gets collected. There's nowhere for him to go, and so there's a 37 of Alan Grindle. Let's go on board with those two. See what the 17 of Spain saw. Oh yeah, there was nothing he could do. He was yanking that wheel so hard right, he was almost turning left. Or he was so hard left, he was almost turning right.
Tight.
Yeah,
he was so tight.
And then who was
Looks
the other
like
one?
Scott Stewart's going to stay out and take back on P1. Who all pits in? Oh, basically the entire field besides Preedy. Scott Stewart, Preedy. You have William Cameron, and I think it's Gary. Gary as well.
And tough break for Grindle. The truck just would not stop. You can tell he was hard on the brakes and no response.
That's gotta be upsetting for Grindle, man. I understand that pain, man.
Justice for
Lock
no
him
money.
up, nowhere
17.
to go, can't turn.
Well,
Who's Migrant kids? I've asked this question like
that is Ibarra. Let's go back. I want to watch this from Biggs' point of view, because I don't think Biggs really had a chance to check up. Yeah, no, it just happened so quick. I mean, Biggs had a run coming into the corner, and Ibarra just taps the apron, and you see Biggs, he tried going up the track. It just, what a phenomenal job Biggs did by saving that, not getting too much damage. But Biggs has had a run in corner entry. Ibarra got loose, and Biggs tried to go high. He could see him getting loose, and it just barely got in that right rear quarter panel and sent this 22 around.
Looks like Ibarra is out of the race. He is probably toast.
Yeah, but looking for Ibarra, he got the win. I want to say at Charlotte. Yeah, he got the win at Charlotte. He's locked in the playoffs right now.
Fortunately, I'm pretty sure the bumpers of Alan Grindle is missing. So Alan not Biggs. Alan Grindle, David Farnan, Andrew Jones. They're all in pit still. Might go a lap down. Scott Stewart is probably happy as can be right now because he has two of his teammates behind him in P3 and 4.
Yeah, but
Starting top 4 is, Scott, Pretty, and then you got Gary and Brady.
the thing is we saw how quick tires fell off here. We saw they were on about 7 green flag laps on these tires when the caution came out. They're already going to be about 2-3 tenths slower than these guys that just pitted. Now my thing is, I think Melton might have just got 2 because he came out in front of Birch, and so did Pointer. I wonder if they might have took just gas then.
Christopher Melton didn't take any tires. He just gassed it up and went out.
This is interesting pit strategy because Burchett was definitely a leader when he came in. He came out third out of everyone coming up pit lane. Darren Cannon, I think he was a little further towards the back. He came out fourth among drivers that entered pit lane. Okay, interesting
you also got to think, half the time, tire wear isn't even tire percentage. It's the heat. Top 10 coming to the restart. Scott Stewart, Preety, row 1. Gary and Brady, row 2. Tony and Josh, row 3. Melton and Pointer, row 4. Then Burchett and Cannon, row 5.
Yeah, and these different tire strategies, it might end bad. There's a lot of different strategies out there right now. This could get interesting.
Coming to the green flag, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, come to the green flag this time by.
Green flag.
Flag back out. Outside line had a little bit of a checkup, a little bit further back. Scott Stewart leading the way.
Brady goes inside. Looks like they're trying to get Preety to fall off. But no, Brady's going to shoot back up to the high side. Oh, caution into 3. Ooh, that's a big one.
Oh, someone's already sideways. 63 of Dylan. Looks like, wow, he got a little help from the 88 of Todd Chase. Oh, Todd Chase just barely missed who the heck that was. Todd Chase ended.
That would be Kevin Stein that he barely missed.
Yeah.
Coming in front of, and then he barely got around Alan Grindle. Almost took his rear bumper off sliding down the track.
He found the one small hole between two drivers, and that's where that truck went. But the 63
Alan
did
Grindle still has no bumper.
63 did a really good job of keeping it off the wall. I don't think a little bit of a contact damage. It showed damage and it went away. So nice little net coating damage in the favor of the 63.
Just a little right rear love tap. Shouldn't affect the or pretty much just affect the aerodynamics. Blech, English. whatever strategy they just had is out the window.
Yeah, and I don't think we're quite in the window of someone that can maybe try to save fuel to the end. I think we're still just like 2 laps short of it.
Well, remember, I hopped into the test drives function real fast, and it was said 53.2.
Because
So you can
it gives you a full tank in test drive.
11.2 gallons.
No, when you hop in for a test drive, it gives you a full tank. It doesn't give the rest of you a full tank. You have a full tank of fuel. You have the full 18 gallons in a test drive. Because if it was 50 laps of racing that you could have went, I guarantee you some people in the back would have stayed out until that tank was dry. But everybody came in after about 30 laps of racing. The longest
1 second.
somebody went was, I believe, 32, and that was a 3.
All right, I had to go confirm with somebody. It is 31 laps of fuel, so about 29 to 30 laps of fuel.
Yeah.
We're right. Sorry.
They're going to go green flag racing with 34 to go.
What's the pit between the top 3 looking like, or top 4? Because I know they stayed out. What's their fuel run right now?
I'm not saying it's impossible for someone to save. They're on 14 laps. But they've had 2 caution flags in that, so that 14 laps is really probably 9 laps total of less fuel of green flag racing. But I'm not saying it's impossible. Someone can't try to save and go to distance. I don't know. 33 extra laps on almost a half. No, maybe. If someone does it, they're gonna have to pit here, top off, and then really save from the drop of the green flag if they want a shot to win.
Right.
I think the furthest I've gone on a 65% tank on a mile and a half, I believe, was Texas, and I think it was 34 laps. So, but that's clutching it in corner entry every time.
Almost shutting your engine off too.
That's what I'm doing. Yep, I'm popping that clutch in, shutting the engine off, let it roll through. Because when I say fuel, I don't lose a lot of times. What I do is, like, let's say a track like Kentucky or Texas, when I'm off the gas and on the brakes, I'm popping the clutch in at, like, using that as my off throttle time, and then hit the ignition, turn it back on, and going. I don't really lose too much speed.
Looks like Alan Grendel was going in every lap to try and fix some of his damage. It's like Kevin Stein to make an appearance back on track. Oh, he went a lap down. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
What number is Burchett again?
He's a 31.
Ugh, he's looming around back in 8th place. About a row back from the leaders who have been out for, 10 laps more.
He restarted 10th on that last restart, so on that short lap run, he made up, not even lap, half a lap run, he made up 2 spots, so.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back out. Gary Sag, a solid jump there with Scott Stewart. Brady Price gonna put it 3. No, he thought, I thought Brady Price was gonna go 3 wide in turn 1. Brady Price sliding up in front of the.
Price and Brady into the wall.
Yeah.
Tony Price looking on the inside of Brady. He's gonna stick through it.
And they're 3 wide a little bit further back. Melton was hung out in the middle. Here comes Chicken Man up the P6 already.
He's just looming back there behind Tony.
What's up,
He's
Nighty?
just waiting for his chance.
Look at the run he gets. And Pretty Chessman knows he has a faster car. It looks like Pretty Chessman almost kind of like gave him that lane, knowing that Burt Jett's on those fresher tires. Thanks, Nighty.
Oh, goes around, goes Brady.
Oh,
Yellow flag is out.
hard into the wall.
as well. What happened there? All I saw was Brady around, and then Burchett hits Brady going into the wall.
I think Brady got help.
Ooh, Brady got a mean bump from Burchett.
Burchett did a phenomenal job. Oh, 983 went around too. A Vangor. But we'll go watch.
Luckily, he didn't hit the wall.
What happened to the 983 here? I think, oh, he was checking up for it. And then Bradley Brandon didn't realize that. And wow, how did Joey keep that truck going straight? I don't think he even tapped the wall. It's almost identical to what we saw with Ibarra, with how Brady spun out. Spun around, just tapped that left rear, Burchett. He tapped the wall, but nothing major. And 86 of Chapman. Wow, he almost toasted that rear bumper. Or pancake, not toasted. There it is. Pancake that rear bumper of
Think
Joey
about it.
Burchett.
You pit now, you can make it to the end of the race.
I would imagine everybody's pitting here. No, some people actually staying out.
Brindle, Burchett, I think.
Burchett staying out. Brandon staying out. Grande, Justin May, Big staying out. It's an interesting call because if this stays green, I don't think they can make it on fuel.
No.
They've already been out there for 12 laps. I
Kevin
think
Biggs. That's a weird call from him to stay out.
I think the algorithm is every 2 laps of pacing is 1 lap on track.
Scott Stewart's first off pit road.
It depends. Does Burchett or anybody that stay out, do they have Joey Logano's fuel tank? Because if they have Joey Logano's fuel tank, they can make it to the end.
Oh, the extra, gallon and a half. the fuel in the tube.
Hey, you know all that was, right? All that was is they finally figured out how to put fuel in the car after Ryan Blaney ran out. Penske figured how fuel works going into the car, and so they made up for it.
Oh, boy. Scott Stewart with fresh tires and full fuel is sitting right behind, or not right behind us, buddy. It hasn't updated for me yet. Whoops. Where's that lap down? Scott Stewart's going to be starting back in, I think, 10th?
Man, did you do any racing on iRacing last week?
No. I was doing pyrotechnic shoots all week.
You missed it, man. They had IndyCar at Talladega. That was fun. Yes.
Man, the one week that I can't be here.
Did I lose a ton of safety rating and iRating? Oh, yeah. Did I have fun doing it? Hell yeah.
Did you not let me in on the fun? No, you didn't.
It was interesting because they actually, I don't know when iRacing started it, but they actually have IndyCar's rules when it comes to pit lane. So, for those of you guys who don't know, the way IndyCar works is you can literally come down pit lane, come into the green without pitting at all. Like, in IndyCar, you can get the wave around if you're in front of leaders and still come to pit lane. You can do that in iRacing, too. I don't know when they implemented that, but I noticed that during the Talladega race. No, sitting there racing, right? I'll come to pit lane, and there'll be like 4 people staying out. I'm like, what are they doing? They can't come to pit lane now, and they're not going to make the end of fuel. It wasn't until a couple cautions later I realized, oh, I can come to pit lane anytime I want under caution. Basically, pit lane never closes once it opens.
Right.
I thought that was cool.
Oh boy, here come the Wonder Twins. Scott Stewart and Gary Sack sitting back in row 5. I think I'm going to start calling them as the Wonder Twins, because I don't know if you've been in a call with them before, but they're basically the same person with a different voice. Scott Stewart and Gary, they're the same person with a different voice. Bradley Brandon's blinking out there in row 2 on the inside there. Looks like he got it under control. His quality's going up. Scott Stewart with 200 ping. Oof.
All right, so Chicken
Getting
Man.
ready to go to green.
Chicken Man gonna leave the green here.
Chicken Man also has less. Was probably gonna have to pit if there's not another caution.
Green, green, green.
Green flag dropped. Let's see here. Inside lane and outside lane checked up. Whoa, 4 wide almost into 1.
And they're 3 wide back here by Scott Stewart.
Stewart pulls ahead of Preety.
Gary sending in deep, getting the inside of Pretty Chestnut. Oh, Gary got up and tapping Pretty. Gary's around. Yellow's gonna fly.
What happened there?
I'm not too sure. I think, yeah, Gary came up and just made contact with Pretty. Oh, he almost did a blow over there. Pretty decent impact on the left side of the truck into the outside wall. '63 had a close call here. Oh my gosh. Gary almost did a blowover in these trucks. That's insane.
You know how much forces have to be against those flaps for you to take flight?
Well, his whole left side of his truck lifted up, dude.
No, I saw that. He hit the apron and his close side of his truck's like, whoop-de-doo. Luckily, he was able to lock it down and not take anybody else out. So.
Oh, do we have takers? We do. Bradley Brandon, Roy Grande staying out. Everybody else who stayed out last caution coming in this time by. The good old saying, caution, precautions. We went 40 laps without a single one. We've had 4 in the last 15.
See how bad Gary is. We'll know if it is, because if you have like less than a minute of damage, I'd go out and go. But he hit that left rear pretty hard. wish we could have access to the repair counters.
Wait, what?
What?
No. Are you serious? What a waste. I just read the news about Rodney Childers. Wait, someone not shutting their truck off? Yeah, Bradley Brandon, truck off, coasting right now.
He's gonna try it. I think he's gonna try it. When was the last time he pitted?
He pitted under the... No, actually, he did not pit under the last caution. 18 laps
Oh,
and he
boy.
pitted. Like I said,
He's trying.
every 2 laps of pacing, I think the algorithm is 2 laps for pacing is 1 lap of green flag racing. I don't think we've had a significant green flag run. I think the last one we had was decently long. About 5 laps or so. Maybe. What a waste. Childers to the 7.
Gary Sack is back out on the field. His damage wasn't too bad. He's starting back in 23rd. Probably 22nd, actually. Just gotta get ahead of these lap cars. His truck's basically new at this point. Got some paint scuffs, but other than that, he's a new truck. Scott Stewart's going to start in 5th, right next to Preety, his rival that's been going on all night.
I will say this though, 5th on back can make it for sure. I don't know.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know about the top 4.
Top 4 is going to, like, pray for nothing but cautions, because other than that, they're toast. Coming to lap 60, but we have 20 laps to go. P2 and 3 are Aerokinetics teammates. Coming to the green flag. Let's see what we can do here. Shake and bake.
Yep, 21 to go.
Green, green, green.
I'm not sure what Todd Chase is doing, but he left a huge gap between him and Roy Grande. Stacked the outside lineup a little bit. Pretty Chestnut going to be on his outside, it looked like, for a second. 3 wide going with the turn 1. Still 3 wide going on the backstretch. Sean Pointer, Melton, Todd Chase going at. That is the battle for 5th. Todd Chase sending in deep into turn 3. I thought he was about to wash up and hit the wall. That's how deep he sent it in there. Oh, contact between Melton and Pointer. Frame into the wall.
He recovers it. We're still green.
Look at Gary Sack flying on that low line, passing 4 or 5 cars as he makes his way back through the field.
He's hungry. It's just how hungry is he? Contact between Sam Leota and Burchett coming out of 2. Sorry, out of 4. Scott Stewart's going to try and get a run on the outside of Jeff Pete. Not Jeff Pete. Roy Grande.
Yeah, Jeff Pete's in front of him, and he just gave a little
Scott is
tappy tap
all
too.
over the bumper of him.
That's a little tappy tap.
Is he going to get the run? He will. But he can't hold on to it, though.
I don't know.
Ah, he stalled out.
I think the outside line might pay off here. Scott Stewart might be able to get a run here if corner exit. Jeff Pete going up for a little bit of a side draft, though. Looks like Scott Stewart might be able to clear him here. Has that high line. Going to have the momentum off a corner exit. Scott Stewart into P2. Scott Stewart, one of those guys who can make it on fuel, getting around the 99 of Bradley Brandon now on the outside lane in turns 1 and 2. Oh, contact between the two, the corner entry. Bradley Brandon washed up a little bit, almost took Scott Stewart out. Bradley Brandon's not making it easy for that 27 to get by.
Yeah, the crossover on the inside. Oh!
Contact yet again.
Into him.
Scott Stewart ain't gonna take it. He goes up and hits him, and it takes him out. Caution's gonna fly. Bradley Brandon not holding the brakes down, slides on the track, and let's take the field out.
Scott, you can look at Scott Stewart. His rear end stepped out. He tried to overcorrect. He overcorrected.
I'm not
Unfortunate.
sure if Joey Burchett was involved in that.
Shit. 31. Nah, he got spun around, and then he got hit in his right rear, but it looks like he just barely skimmed the wall. Yeah, he barely tapped the wall. His right rear is probably going to have some damage from a tap, but the right front barely scraped the wall.
I apologize. Brandon did lock it down. He just had that much momentum coming off the... not sure. Wheels still were on, and now they're... Yeah, he might have locked it up. It's hard to tell.
Scott Stewart's right front is wobbling. I'm pretty sure he's out of the race.
Let's go on board here with the 27 and see what he saw. Okay, he got Dorbank corner entry. Oh no, he was just trying to collect it, yeah. Nothing intentional there. There's good hard racing between two leaders. And there's Joey Burchett getting spun out in front of him. Yeah, he overcorrected. It looked intentional from the first view, but then once you go on board, you can definitely tell he was trying to collect it.
Good old racing incident. Let's see here. Scott's truck is hurting. I don't know how he'll manage. I don't know if he will manage because this right front is bouncing pretty hard.
He's probably gonna have to come down pit lane.
Yeah, he's probably toast. I don't know how his steering is. What's his wheel look like?
Yeah, right front is toast.
Yeah, you can hear it from inside the cockpit. His wheel is straight and he's turning left. Or is that just that's just my thing. Yeah, you can see it hopping now in pit lane. Yeah, he's toast. It's an unfortunate day for Scott. Was looking for a back-to-back win from Homestead to here, but fortunate. Has anybody gone into pit lane to take tires yet? Because I see William Cameron did.
William Cameron, he got the lucky dog last caution.
He just took outside. He took outsides.
That's right. That's what we call right side tires.
Outsides, whatever. I'm not a road racer, okay? I may have done an event, but that was a one-off. Alright, your new leaders are Sean Pointer, which he will pull off eventually, Jeff Pete, Roy Grande, Preety Chest Gary, Darren Cannon, Van Gore pull off, Burchett, Biggs, May, and Chapman. Oh, and Tom Weezer. Sorry. Gary's back up there in 5th, and he got his car repaired. He's got newish tires, too. Where's your chicken man at?
He's 8th.
Okay. It feels weird calling him that.
Oh, trust me. I have nicknames for quite a few people. Some of them are like stuff that they've done, like Chicken Man. At least I got my chicken. You got Chase Wallbang Harden. He's been known to smack the wall every at least once a race. You got the Dozer Jeff Medlin. You got Mr. Ricky Bobby Rafferty.
Oh man, Scott Stewart has 8 minutes of damage. It's unfortunate. Going back to green.
Green flag.
Going green. Sean got a little bit of a good little lead there coming out of restart zone. It's got about a 0.4 or 4/10 gap between the rest of the field.
Yeah, Pointer got a really good restart that time, but you got to keep an eye on Chicken Man. He's out there on fresh tires.
Jeff Pete, all over the front end of Preety. Good Lord.
Chicken Man gonna maybe think about going 3 wide. No, gets cut off by the 13. Sean Pointer leading the race with 10 to go in this race. I mean, we started off well, and it turned into a caution fest. Hopefully they can keep it going straight. Tom Wiz almost gets left rear hooked by the 983 going down the backstretch.
Begs the question, when's a Sean Pointer gonna pull off? So really, your race leader right now is Gary. Oh no! Can Gary hold on to it for coming to 7 laps?
Yeah, so here's the thing, how it's always worked. If I am not mistaken, Tony, if you're in here, anyone here can verify this for me. But I do believe if a admin wins the race, right, the results will be removed. But I think second place gets the points for the win. I don't think they get the credit for the win for the towards the playoffs, though. I might be wrong on that. But
I thought they had to pull off a couple laps before the end of the race.
I think if they're in contention for the win, they're allowed to finish the race out. I'm not sure. But that's all hearsay because Joey Burchett's on fresh tires. He is just a couple spots behind him.
But he's got to get around Preedy and Jeff Pete, and they've, I don't want to say unpredictable, but they've been rough to pass all night.
And Chicken Man looking to the outside of Preedy. Close. Tight squeeze there for Burchett on Preedy. He's going to get around and look for the crossover on Jeff Pete. Coming across start finish line. 6 to go this time by.
Gary's just got to hold him off.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, no!
Oh.
That is not what we wanted to see there.
Not
What happened?
100% sure. I'm seeing bit. Hold on, I can do this. Oh, it was Biggs. That was a yellow? No
Wow.
shot.
Oh, he did go sideways in the track, though.
Yeah, but
I mean, I've seen less, less blatant yellows. Tried to go low of 86, and the door was not... Oh, no. 86 got a bump from Grindle. Sent him right into Biggs.
oh no, it's further back. It was Darren Cannon, I believe. Yellow for Darren. He was definitely a lot slower on track.
But Gary right now is sweating bullets. He's sitting on the inside of somebody who's got fresh tires.
Yeah, I think it's for Darren Cannon.
You think Darren Cannon? Okay.
Yeah. He was definitely a lot slower on track.
Gordon Spain down pit road. Darren Cannon down pit road. Price also down pit road. We gonna get a green white checker? Yep.
Oh, this is interesting. So, Sack and Burchett are on the same pit lap.
Yep.
20 laps. They've both been out. Pointer's only been out 6 laps longer. And really, that 6 laps was a pit coming out, quick caution, and those were those 6 laps. So, really, all 3 of those guys are on somewhat even tires.
Sorry, I just said ow into the mic. I got a Charlie horse in my right leg. Oh, that hurts. So, Gib, I know you're in here somewhere since you do race control. Oh, Pointer's going down pit road. So, yeah, I guess my theory was right. Are admins required to pull down a few laps before race end?
We don't give the spot to anyone else. Okay.
Oh, someone sent you that? Oh.
Yeah, he said that in Discord chat. Tony did. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So if Pointer stayed out and the race went green, and if Pointer would have won, Gary would have got second. Gary would have gotten the points for first, but would not gotten the win credited towards the playoffs.
Right.
But we're going to have a good old green-white checkered here. I don't think it's going to be a natural one. I think it's going to be our first attempt because we got 3 to go.
Yeah.
Lights on the pace car still on.
kind of model is the pace car? Is it a Toyota?
I don't know. There have been so many talks about what it is because
It looks like a VW mix with a Ford.
it looks like all
Mustang.
sorts of different things. It looks like you got the Ford Mustang headlights, the grill of like an old school Ford Focus with the
The rear end
hatchback,
looks like a Volkswagen.
or a Toyota Camry.
Toyota Camry body with a Volkswagen rear and a Ford front end. Okay.
I think they just took every model of stock car iRacing had, and just put it into this because.
We needed an updated Chevy Camaro. That's what I want.
Well, at least the pace truck, I think, is a Toyota Tundra.
I thought it was a Chevy.
I don't
Silverado.
know.
Yeah,
And-
it's Silverado.
And then you got, of course, you got the Ford Mustang pace truck
Like the
or pace
worst
car.
generation of them. I hate those.
Well, Gary,
Oh, here we
Joey,
go. Green, white, checkered, 1 and 2.
they got the same laps on their tires. And everyone else around them is somewhat even on tires because, yeah, maybe not. Wizza, he's on 10-lap newer tires. Pretty's on 28-lap old tires. May, Biggs, 22-lap tires. Melton's 12-lap old tires. This could get interesting.
Pete was on 10-lap tires?
No, Pete. Pete
Oh,
is.
Weasel's on 10-lap tires.
It's bugging out for me because it says Pete is on 40-lap tires. I don't think that is the case.
I don't know. It may have taken outsides. Right sides. Sorry, I had to say it. Coming to the green flag. First green, white, checkered.
If I'm Gary, you got to go early in the zone.
Dude, you have to.
You have to. You can't. You can't play games with Burchett. You got to go early.
So if I'm not mistaken, Burchett has a couple wins to his name, so he does not need this to advance the playoffs, but Gary does.
Yes.
Green, green, green.
And fight back out, and Gary gets a great launch over Joey Burchett. Question is, we got 2 laps. Can Gary hold off Chicken Man for 2 laps here? Gary Sack has never won in Relentless, looking for his first win ever in the league, and he has a 3/10 gap over Joey Burchett coming out turn 2 with 2 to go. But Joey Burchett sending it in deep into turn 3. He have Jeff Pete on the outside, might affect his corner exit. Not quite as much as Gary wanted. He's closed that gap to a 10th. 1 to go this time by Gary Sack leading the way. 3 wide going into turn 1. Joey Burchett going to try the outside lane. Going to try to get a run off a corner exit. Gary Sack going to be leading the way. 18.18 seconds back to Joey Burchett, and he's 2 wide now.
4 wide near the back. 4 wide. No, 3 wide. 3 wide now.
Contact behind him.
Try and send up.
Gary Sack coming out of
Somebody
turn
in the
4.
Gary's gonna get it.
G3 is going to get his first win ever. Gary Sack victorious at Kentucky. Let's go, Gary. Wow. Gary Sack winning his first race in the league at a track that is not that easy to get around at. What a race that was for Gary.
He's shaking his wheel. He's happy. I can see it in him. Oh, buddy.
And he needed that
Spin
win.
that thing around. Atta boy.
Let's go, Gary.
Top 10 finishes is Gary, Burchett, Weisa, Melton, Pete, Preedy, Biggs, Gibb, Chase, and Stein. I wouldn't be that mad if I was Stein. Come back from being 3 laps down, get a top 10.
Wait, you know what this also does? This locks Gary into the All-Star race for tomorrow night.
Oh, bro! Oh, yeah!
This locks Gary into the All-Star race for tonight, or tomorrow night.
North-South teammates having a little fun there at the front stretch.
Well, Scott Stewart probably isn't as mad now by getting taken out since he saw his teammate get his first win.
All we gotta do now, all North-South has to do for the Truck Series is get Brady a win, and they're all in the playoffs. Let's get him in here. Where is he at?
I don't know what Gary's at. Someone
Oh,
blew their
somebody
engine.
did he blow his engine?
No, I think Stewart
Scott did.
or Brady
No,
did.
Gary did. Gary did. Gary blew his engine up. Let's get him down
Let's
here.
get him down here. Mr. Gary
Gary
Sack.
Stack.
Finally getting your win, man. Talking through that last restart, man. How much was your heart beating there?
Honestly, I had to take a whole bunch of deep breaths because I was really nervous there on that last restart. Once I looked up on my overlay and saw that Joey was on the same tires as me, then that's what got me nervous. Really.
Yeah, man. Well, you came into this race. I think you were like outside the top 20 in points. Needed a win to get in. Did you picture Kentucky being the track you went at?
Honestly, I would have thought it would have came at something like Talladega, but I did race Kentucky a lot when it came around to officials, and it was just a lot of fun. This track's always been a really fun and enjoyable track.
Well, man, this win locks you in the playoffs. And not only does it lock you in the playoffs, it locks you into the All-Star race tomorrow night.
You excited to run with Scott again tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, I've got work off tomorrow, so I'm clear to race, and we're definitely going to be looking forward to that.
All right, man.
Well, that was a good win tonight, Gary.
Yeah.
Good job on your first win in Relentless, bud.
Thank you. I don't know if you saw that second to last restart. I went from like last on the lead lap all the way up to 6th.
Yeah, we were saying that
you were selling it. Yeah, you were selling it. But we'll look at your shout-outs, man. Let you go and celebrate. Congrats on your first win here in the league, dude. And good luck in the playoffs here in a couple weeks.
All right. First off, good. Thank you to you guys for putting on the broadcast. It's like I said, it's always fun to go watch the race later on just to see what's happening and what you guys are saying of everybody in there. And I want to shout out Matt for having me on North South, Scott and Brady because they helped me learn of this track. Because coming into it initially in practice, I was struggling, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Once again, congratulations, dude.
Make it.
Good job, bud.
All right, let's bring down Mr. Chicken Man. Man,
Waiter, not really chicken dinner this time, buddy.
I don't think Burchett cares. So he's like he got to see Gary get a first win. I think Joey's pretty happy about that.
How you feeling, sir?
I mean, one place higher would have really, the big bucket of chicken would have came out.
I made a joke during the broadcast saying the reason why you dominate all these races, you got to get the race done and over with quick. Cause you got to get to KFC before it closes.
Yeah. I don't like cold chicken.
Well, man, you get yourself another podium finish here tonight. You just keep on with that momentum. And come playoff time, you're definitely the one to watch out for in that four race the 4-race stretch for the championship. But man, talk us through this race on that final restart, man. Like, what was going through your head? Were you thinking that's Gary in front of me? He's never won. I don't want to wreck him, or I don't want to run dirty. Or were you just trying to get that win?
I was trying to get the win. If I could have gotten to him, I wouldn't have wrecked him, but I'd have gave him a bumper a little bit. But he timed a restart. I knew he'd probably go as soon as we got in the box, but it's hard to be beside somebody and judge exactly when they go. And I thought I got a good run down the back straightaway on the first lap there to get close to him, but then I think Tom in the 51 he had a lot fresher tire than both of us, and he had a massive run out of 3 and 4 and got underneath me going down the front straightaway, and that kind of had to set me up to run the high side in 1 and 2, and it killed any momentum of trying to stay right behind Gary to go down the back straightaway. I figured if I could be somewhat close to him going down the back straightaway, I could lunge it into 3 because it seemed like it was holding pretty good on the bottom, and I might be able to get underneath him. But I just wanted to conserve that second place finish. I think we're on a little bit of somewhat of a podium streak, I think, the last few weeks. So I'm just trying to take these points, take that regular season championship into the playoffs.
All right, man. Congrats on
Good job on T2.
Yeah. Congrats on yet another podium. We'll get your shout outs in, man, and good luck next week at Rockingham. Ooh.
Oh boy, short track kings are gonna dominate.
It's fun track. But just thank all the boys over at Trackside Racing. Seemed like Todd Chase had his best finish tonight on the team. Adam Chapman with the awesome pole, and like I said, you guys doing the broadcast and the league admins and everybody for showing up and putting on a heck of a race.
All right, man. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring down our third place finisher. So Tom With, I believe this is the first time I've had you up here for a podium finish.
Yep, sure is, but it's actually Weeza.
I've been saying it wrong. You've been waiting for this moment, haven't you?
It took way too long.
I've been waiting to get podium to correct him. You say my name wrong all season long. I cannot wait. All right, well, Tom Weeza in the podium finish here for the first time this season. Fresh lap tires, man. I think if a wreck would have happened and we had one more green-white checker, I think you could have had him.
Yeah, it was tough. I think I had a good run coming off 3 and 4, but I think I touched Joey getting up, trying to arc into the corner, and that just kind of killed my run.
All right, man. Well, congrats on your first podium. Going to Rockingham next week. Should be interesting. I can't wait until they go back racing there. I live just down the road. I've seen all the renovations they've been doing there. I think in a couple years we're going to see Rockingham back on the NASCAR schedule. But we'll let you get your shout outs in, man, and good luck next week at the Rock.
Yeah, shout out to Shenandoah Valley Racing and my teammate Kevin. Kevin Stein. He played double duty. Essentially played my crew chief and obviously raced with us tonight. So shout out to him.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir. Have a good night.
You too. All right, well, that will conclude the race here tonight. A couple things to put out there. I forgot to mention all race long. Our schedule's coming up. We don't have any more points race this week. We've still got 2 more races going on. Technically 3. We got the All-Star Open and the All-Star Race tomorrow night in the Cup Series. Be going live around 8 o'clock. No, not Cup Series. That's for Relentless. And then ARCA and Trucks, they got a fun race going on. Thursday night at Pocono, drivers versus admins in the ARCA car. So tune in for that. And then next week, we will start kicking off our playoffs in the Xfinity and Cup Series. Xfinity, we will be going to Richmond. I think he'll be going to Richmond as well. Round of 16 kicking off there. Two races per round until we get to the Final Four. So tune in for that. We got some short track racing with playoffs on the line. I got a feeling it's going to get, like Bobby says, a little bit spicy. But we'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the All-Star race. That should be fun. It's looking like it should be a pretty big field, which is pretty interesting. We'll be live right here in Kentucky. So definitely tune in for that, and we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one, y'all.